Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Uh, Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the likes, the share, the comment so far. Okay, so today we want to talk about money habit that destroy relationship and how to fix it. Okay, it's very important. Money we test any relationship more than love, more than communication, and more than anything. And the truth is, most breakup don't start with betrayers. They start with small financial habits. Now we ignore. So it's not about love. It's not about betrayal, about trust, but it's about some little financial habit that we ignore in our relationship. Okay, and today, I'll break it down the more money habit that quietly destroy relationship and what you can do and what I can do to fix it, to protect your love, to protect your peace and your future. Right. So stay with me because the last one will blow your mind. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to do so, like and share. So number one point is spending small lies like that break big trust. Small lies that break big trust. So let's start with the one nobody like to admit: secret spending. Buy something and hiding the receipt. You're deleting the SMS, the message, deleting any application notifications, from bank and other stuff, or saying, "Oh, this is old thing. I've had it forever." You know, just wipe it off. In a relationship, or it's not the amount, it's the betrayal. So when the partner finds out, they don't think about the money, but they think about what's next. What are you hiding next? So they don't really think about the money you have spent so far. They are thinking about the future. What are you hiding next, or what you've already eaten and that is not yet exposed? Okay, so uh, that's it. So how to fix it is just set a simple rule. No, any personal purchase that is above a certain amount, maybe $50 or maybe around $100 must be mentioned. Okay, first before spending it. No, and you'll be shocked how much peace of mind you have. Now that will bring to the table. Okay, so number two is unequal financial expectation. One partner wants to save for hours and other wants to go for vacation, like every 2 months or every 6 months or quarterly basis, want to flex by going on vacation to spend money. But other partner wants to invest in assets. Okay, and one partner budgets and the other spend freely. So suddenly every financial decision starts to feel like a fight. No, it's not about money, it's about clashing lifestyle. So how to fix that is just have a money vision, talk once in a month. Ask each other like, what are we trying to build? What are we avoiding, and what this financial freedom means to you. Okay, so you have to talk it out, like maybe quarterly basis or monthly basis. Okay, and if your vision don't align, so the relationship start breaking slowly. So your vision has to be aligned. If not, no, there'll be slow breakup. It will not happen at a go. It will it will be a gradual process. Okay, so number three thing is living above your means, and that one is also crucial. Okay, so this one destroy couples even faster. Trying to look rich when your bank account is crying, trying to please society, trying to please people more than your partner. Okay, and a relationship can survive poverty, but it cannot survive pretending. But it cannot survive pretending to be wealthy. So when you keep stretching your financial to impress others, the stress turns into fights, blames, resentment, and emotional distance. So you don't spend to please others. Just spend to please yourself. How to fix it is just build a lifestyle around your reality, not social media. Lower the pressure, and you will be surprised how love grows again. Don't be pressure. Don't let pressure or the social media pressurize you. Put you in things that you don't, on a normal ground, you don't have to do. Okay. So number 14 is no emergency fund. You know what is worse than a financial crisis? A financial crisis when both of you are unprepared. Job loss or car breakdown, medical bills, school student tuition fees, students no school fees and other stuff. Without an emergency fund, every problem becomes a war, and every unexpected bill becomes, why didn't you plan? No, this is your fault, and you start blaming each other because there's no emergency fund, no plan. No, how to fix that is just start with even $10 or $20 on weekly basis or monthly. The goal is not the amount, it's the habit. Build your safety net together. Okay. So fifth one is keeping finance separate uh, in an unhealthy way. Some couples keep separate account, and that's perfectly fine. But the real problem is when your money is separate because your life is separate. You are living together but financially acting like strangers. Okay, that doesn't speak well, right? So you have to work on that also. That creates invisible work. Suddenly every discussion becomes, that's your problem, not mine. So you'll not be able to do things together, to fix things together. So how to fix this is just keep personal account if you want to be, if you want, but create one joint account for shared expenses. It builds unity and it builds teamwork. Okay, the sixth point is power imbalance, the money controller. When one partner earns more, sometimes they start acting like boss. They make all the decision, they approve or reject everything, and they question every purchase. Okay, this destroys your partner's confidence and creates silent resentment. Now remember this, your income doesn't make you the leader. No, your character does. The how to fix that is to agree that both voices are equal, no matter who earns more, right? So number 17 is borrowing without talking. Now, nothing shakes a relationship like unexpected debt. Someone takes a loan behind the other's back. Borrows from friends, runs up credit card. The trust damage is really huge. How to fix that? Just simple: no loan, no credit, no borrowing without both partner agreeing. So number 18 is lack of financial education. Many couples struggles, right? Because they simply don't know how money works. They are guessing, they are hoping, they are copying what others do, and that leads to stress, argument, and blame. You start blaming each other. So how to do that? You have to learn together, watch money videos to educate yourself about money. Okay, you take a budgeting class, read one financial books every 3 months. Growing together financially, builds connection. The number 9 point is comparing your partner to others, and that's very common as well. The quickest way to break your partner's spirit is to compare them. Just look at this couple. They bought a house. Look at him, he earned more. Look at her, she's saving more. Comparison isn't motivation, it's humiliation, and humiliation kills affection, right? Okay, so how to fix this is just focus on your journey, your goals, your progress, not someone else. No, highlight reels, no, not social media stuff, not Instagram reels. Okay, right. The 10th point, number 10, is acting single while in a relationship. This is a silent but deadly. Still spending like you are alone. You are not more alone. You are married. So you have to spend together, you have to budget together. No, still making money decision like nobody depends on you. Still living financial independent. Okay, while enjoying relationship benefits. Okay, that creates distance, emotional distance, no financial distance, and eventually physical distance. Okay, the bond will keep losing. Right. So how to fix that is just shift from my money to our future. Not everything must be shared, but the direction must be shared. Okay. So in the end, no, money don't destroy your relationship, but unhealthy money habit will do. No, like love is not enough. We just need trust, teamwork, communication, and a shared vision. And if this video helps you to understand something about relationship, just hit the like button, subscribe, share, and comment. Give your opinion in the comment section. I'm going to attend to every comment. Okay, thank you for your time, and don't forget to be kind, to spend wisely. See you in my next video. Thank you.